This is Dabu7. This is a big time heads up and something they've done once again while the American people are not paying attention. They quietly slipped this bill out. This was passed with overwhelming support by your United States Congress that has sold you out, and it was signed into law by President Trump. And all this happened with no media coverage and very little attention. As you can see here, we had Justin Amash tweeting out that only five people in your Congress went against this bill. And on the surface, it seems like, okay, it may just be another bill dealing with transportation. But what this says in the fine print is something totally different. Like I said, on the surface, this House Joint Resolution 76 looks harmless. The title of the bill claims that its purpose is granting the consent and approval of Congress for the Commonwealth of Virginia, the state of Maryland, and the District of Columbia to enter into a compact that keeps them tied together as far as safety. Now, this is what they're doing. They're saying that the Washington Metropolitan Area Transit Authority is going to be given the powers because so many people travel on their train systems. This is what they're saying through these jurisdictions. They have buried and hidden inside of this, where it goes on to state that the powers given to this Washington Metro Rail Safety Commission basically violates the basic tenets of your U.S. Constitution. It says, in performing its duties, this commission, through its board and designated employees or agents, may enter upon any property that is adjacent or near their train lines. And this is included without any limitation. This is including property owned and occupied by the federal government, by residents. And they can do this for inspections, investigations, examinations, for testing. They can do all this, and such entry shall not be deemed a trespass. This text gives this commission the authority to enter property near the Metro Rail system without limitation and without a warrant. The people that are seeing this for what it is are screaming, this goes against our Fourth Amendment, which it states the Americans have a right to be secure in their persons, their houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures. And this shall not be violated. No warrants shall issue on this matter except for those that have probable cause. So what they're doing here in 3 states connected to the metro system is giving their agents the ability to roll up into people's property that are close to the train lines and basically storm your house with no warrant. This is the framework they just quietly put into place, and this is big time. What the train systems could be used for in a chaotic situation in this country is key. We've talked about how they roll right up to all these Walmarts and other facilities across the country that have contracts with DHS and FEMA. This isn't conspiracy. These are real things. And it just makes you wonder, what do they have planned here in terms of this? I mean, they have got the power now to enter people's homes and property without a warrant in these areas simply because they say so, hidden inside of the text of this bill. Bills in which most people out there never see. How often does your evening news ever talk about a bill? See, most of the time around here, you get a couple local events that kind of meaningless. The weather, sports, maybe 1 or 2 international events that's part of the script on what Trump said or did or any of the protest or chaos or however they want to steer it. And then that's it. There's no true news about what happened in D.C. or laws being changed or anything. So shout outs to everyone out there that's fighting the fight, keeping their eyes peeled, that is sharing this information, helping others see what's happening around them. And now in these 3 states, Their agents now have the power to storm anywhere around these train tracks or their facilities. That's something to pay attention to. I'll leave a link. It's been Dabu7.